It's the race weekend. Expectations high for incredibly from Callie finds herself struggling. This really has vibes of Schumacher in 2003 when he lost his mom. Yeah, it's very, very similar. Alright, Carl, let's do this. Fifth. It's always
Battery
fifth.
charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more. Okay, gap to the car in front, 0.6 seconds.
I've really never understood why they don't have the previous season's cars in the current game. I would really like a game with a whole batch of years in it, like F1 Career used to do. That game was awesome. I never played it. Yeah, the AI racing is decent, even on lower difficulties. I like it this year. Oh fuck.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
I like Zandvoort, dude. It's one of my favorite tracks to drive. I'll get on the power. Yeah, I really do understand where Callie is coming from. To be fair. But
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 30.0 seconds.
What a race this has been from Callie Mayer. Threatening so many times, but she's under
oh no!
pressure here. And oh, she's lost it! Oh no! Lost it at the third turn. Her race is over. And I'd imagine that's a red flag.
It just looks like she ran a bit wider. Here's the replay. Had a
Oh
snap
no!
of oversteer.
And the Mercedes,
Wasn't quite able
Russell
to
just
catch it,
oh.
yeah, this is going to be a red flag.
Yep.
There it is.
Oh
She alright?
dear, what a great day it could have been. And the Connosport team watches on from the pit wall. It was all looking so promising.
Is Callie all right? Is she okay? She's absolutely fine, yeah, don't worry. Right, it's all on you now. Let's keep the focus up.
Yep.
We've got a chance to improve our position at this restart. Okay, copy that.
Oh.
Okay, let's try this again. Fresh start.
That's
head
also
down.
how it
Copy.
features a red flag. I was gonna say, start the race. Start the race.
Okay, clutch out. Go, go, go.
What?
Okay, mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty.
Fine. Oh, fuck. I mean, by averages, Ricardo shouldn't be here. He should be Lawson, because I think last year he broke his wrist or something, didn't he? Broke his hand in a crash. We never featured the oops. They never featured the what was it, the Sergeant Colapinto swap? I don't think they had the Lawson Ricardo one either. Mind you, I guess that will make sense because Ricardo was never really indefinitely out. You know, he was only out for a number of races to heal. But, you know, Sargent was pretty much done. Mind you, I think it was somewhat towards the end of the year. It was only like the last 3 or 4 races, wasn't it? So I don't think there was much. Whoa, I don't think there would have been much point. Dude, that banking is scary. Because you cannot get on the power in this game. It's a lot trickier to do. Sorry, I keep losing my headset. Keeps falling off my head. Probably need to tighten it or something.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
Booyah. Vintage A. Jackson cutting through the field. Vintage.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 0.7 seconds.
Nah, the AI, no pushovers in this
Get
game.
past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
That's what I was afraid of. I don't know how I didn't get like more serious damage there.
Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race.
Hold out. But yeah, I love driving this track. One of my favorites to drive. Oh God! I didn't expect Piastri to still be there. Okay, the AI is pretty decent to race as yourself. But how is it in AI and DRS terms? That's the question. But when you race them, it's certainly funner.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
He's still there. Huh. I don't think Zandvoort's a LiDAR track, which is rather unfortunate. Just a mere tap.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.2 seconds.
I do love the Color Sport liveries. I was kind of sad that it wasn't in last year's game at all. Booyah,
Right,
Vintage
race
Jackson.
over. Take care of the car on the way in.
An unforced error.
Woo. Good result. Had to work for that one.
Have
We
to
know you
say,
can do
this
it,
has
mate.
been a memorable race here at Zandvoort today.
And of course,
an
Max
important race
wins.
too, as Red Bull reclaimed the top spot in the Constructors' Championship and Connor Sport drop into second.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, Jackson tried his best to salvage some points today, but Connor Sport will be devastated to give away the top spot like that. It's truly been a difficult few weeks for the team.
As you know all too well, Anthony, it can be a punishing sport sometimes, but I'm sure Connor Sport will regroup. Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory
Hey,
they've
there's the
secured
Max
here.
Legion on the track. That's cool, man. Wow, the people are actually on the track, dude. That's nuts. That's a nice little detail there. I'll tell you what, in graphical terms, this is probably one of the best F1 games to date. It really is in graphical terms.
Aidan, Callie's incident really shook things up out there. How did it affect the race for you today?
Definitely. I'm just glad I got that, to be fair.
Yeah, it really did shake things up, but look, Callie's an incredible driver. She always drives right to the limit, and you know, her instincts out there today, they are the same instincts that have given us the season so far. So it's been tough for her recently, but the team has her back, I have her back, and we'll all keep pushing together.
Yes, we
Well,
do.
Connor Sport dropped back to second place today. How will the team deal with that?
Yeah, we'll do what we always do. We'll debrief and look where we change, where we can improve. It wasn't quite clicking for us out there today, so that means reassessing a few things and figuring out where we've gone wrong. Whether it's strategy or whether it's just a matter of performance, we'll sit down as a team and figure out the best way forward.
Well, it's clearly been a very tough few weeks for you all with the loss of Davidoff Butler. How are you coping?
No real impact. We're all professionals and have jobs to do. I kind of get that.
Yeah, it's been really tough. Davidoff, he meant a lot to everyone at Connor Sport. We all respected him, and his loss has definitely had an impact on the team. It's really difficult to maintain the level of performance you need when you're also dealing with a loss like that. It hasn't been easy, but we're doing our best, and we're going to keep going.
I know it dropped a
Well,
bit
thank
there,
you for
but
chatting with us. Great to have your time.
it does sound like something Aidan would say. Really. Damn. Reputation 5, performance 3. I'm not really sure if the performance relates on track at all.
Aiden, thanks for your input in the review.
Yeah, no worries. It was productive. You know, especially considering everything. It's a weird vibe in the garage. Everyone's pretty quiet.
Yeah, can you blame them?
No,
Suppose
not.
not. How's Callie?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same. She's, well, keeping herself to herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It must be terrible for her and Devon. I can't even imagine. I know I'm not part of the family, and you know, I'm just here to drive, but I want to help where I can. You know, just let me know what I can do to support them and you.
Thanks, Aiden. Yeah, I'll bear that in mind.
Oh.
I mean it. Focus on Devon and Callie for now. I don't need much managing. You can fuss over me later.
Oh.
Okay. I appreciate that. And sometimes I forget that, you know.
Forget what?
Well, you wouldn't have said that as a rookie.
Yeah.
So, I've got some other stuff to deal with, but thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime. Bye, Casper.
Oh. Yeah, so this was obviously both Russell and Hulkenberg were also caught up in the carnage. Felt to aim to salvage some valuable points. Should the FIA let grieving drivers compete? And Maya has indeed been one of the brightest young talents over recent seasons, which makes her performances all the more intriguing. Or is it intriguing or is it troubling to dissect? I cannot speak English today. Whichever way you look at it, the incident was the result of an uncharacteristic error from her. And it's not a huge leap to suggest that she may be struggling to focus due to the circumstances away from the track. It's a mental challenge too, with drivers forced to make rapid decisions for the most extreme pressure, which has left some wondering, is Maya really fit to do so right now? Not in Zandvoort, of all places. That's a noise that wasn't quite clicking with the team. It's fair to wonder if that's due to weight of everything that's been going on. Now the galaxy brain to this thing. So many trolls. Do you think they have the right leadership in place with Ackerman to get through it? Yes. I was also really impressed with how Aiden handled the question. I think you could just tell how comfortable he is now, and he's really grown into his role on the team. Yes. Oh, Arav, really? I want to get a heads up on the media response from the interview. It was great to see you support for Callie like that. It's so important the whole team unites behind her, and your answer couldn't have been better. That being said, there's also plenty of voices calling for her to take some time off. We'd love you to avoid getting dragged into that if you can. Just keep it positive like you have been. Phil Paget.
Well, Davidoff dying hit everyone hard. I mean, we were there, right at the top. But no matter how everyone tried to keep it together, it was just impossible to keep pace with Red Bull.
We found out afterwards that Davidoff had been ill for some time. He kept it from everyone. Tried to get as much in place as he could before he left. It was tough. But Devon and Callie, they had a lot to sort out.
Yeah, I can imagine. You know, because Callie and Devon return home to attend the reading of the... Oh, yep. And because there's the Butler estate, there's Butler Global, it's probably all going to go to Devon, isn't it? Let's be honest here.
Which is why, in the event of my death, I leave Butler Global and all of its assets to my son, Devon. I know you'll be watching this, Devon. And I hope that now you'll understand everything that I've prepped you for over the years, especially now that you're not
Makes
driving
sense.
anymore. Be a leader, Devon. The business is yours. I know you've got it in you.
That's it?
Those are his wishes. You are to be the sole owner of Butler Global and all its holdings and subsidiaries.
Including Connorsport?
Including Connorsport, Mr. Butler.
Right. Nothing for Callie?
That's okay.
Nothing at all?
What do you mean that's okay?
Well, it's not a surprise, Dev. I didn't expect anything.
Why not? So, are you sure this is right?
Oh, sure, Mr. Butler. Those were his wishes.
You'll be great. That's what he wanted.
Yeah, but
Just don't fire me, yeah?
See, even Devon doesn't feel good about
If I
that,
could just
Lon.
get you to sign here, and your full signature there, please, Mr. Butler.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I suppose he's going to have to, isn't he? You know, because there's no one else. Really. Nothing to Callie at all, man. That's... I mean, I guess to be fair, Callie did state in Brazil, in Breaking Point 2, that, you know, she didn't really want much to do with it. But it's almost like he didn't leave her anything, which is
got a couple of minutes.
kind of bad. Callie's been a bit off recently. She's been confrontational at some moments, totally distant at others, and she's actually upset a sim mechanic earlier by snapping at it, because she was a bit slow to adjust the seat. It's raising some eyebrows internally. What would you like to do to improve the situation? Well, you've got to just support her, haven't you? Let's arrange a therapist for her, knowing her. I bet she won't like it, but she might do her some good. Yeah. Yes. That'll probably be better, actually. Callie can sometimes be pretty solitary. Seems like she's one of those spots where she wants to be alone. I think it'd be best to have him speak to her rather than do things for her. Like, obviously, you know, arranging a therapist for her, but yeah, I would pick this personally. Devon scheduled an all-hands data review that stamped over the town hall you organised. Said something more to the effect of, no rest for the wicked or anyone else who isn't leading the F1 Constructors Championship. Marlowe is still on the floor. Damn. Devon, you really could have laid off a bit there, buddy. Damn. Since the passing of Davidoff, the question of Connorsport's future has... It's always when I'm reading these things. Uh-oh.
Hey, Callie, thanks for the call.
What's up? I saw your text.
Yeah, look, you've had a lot on recently. I was wondering, it's just an idea, if you'd like some kind of support. when I've struggled before, it really helped to talk to someone, like a professional.
Oh, no. I am good, thank you. I will figure it out. Please don't make a fuss.
Okay. Are you sure? We're here to support you, and I just want to make sure you're not on your own.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Thank you, though. Anyway, I gotta go. I need to go and do the open-top bus track tour thing. See you later.
Okay. Bye.
I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we talked to her rather than, you know, force it on her. You cannot force Callie into anything she doesn't want to do right now. And you've got to have some understanding of the situation. For Callie, it's difficult.
Devon, you're making my life very difficult.
Nice to talk to you too, mate.
Well, you directly went against my plans for a town hall for the team.
What? I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about right now, okay? I have got so much going on right now, it's unbelievable.
Even Devon's feeling
Devon,
it.
I can't do the things I need to do.
Dude, move on, okay? Team morale is the least of my worries at the moment. By the way, Harmonia.
The pharma company. I've seen them on the news, some legal troubles, right? What about them?
I think we should look into a deal with them, generate some income.
I'm not so sure about that. Don't you think we need to stay clear of someone who's in...
Caspar, there is so much going on above your head right now, you have no idea, okay? This is a good opportunity. Oh, look, I've got an interview with Investor Weekly magazine. I have to go. Yeah, ciao.
He finds itself at a crossroads. Davidoff was driving for Sparkle's acquisition, reportedly pushing through the deal despite reservations within Butler Global. Really? But now he is gone and is the only one left on the board to truly champion Connorsport. New owner finds himself a former F1 driver, but the recent struggles in the constructors won't do him any favours. And Butler's not really a company man. You know, even though Davidoff has been trying to prep him for it, he doesn't seem like a company kind of guy. I don't mean this horribly, but he probably is a little bit out of his depth. He probably doesn't really know how to do it, because even though he's been tutored by Davidoff, it's been more his racing. And and Davidoff was only trying to, you know, put him into the business more recently, you know. But it does feel like Devon hasn't really had the full-on training. And obviously, it's no one's fault. You know, he's been put there, obviously, by no choice of anyone, really. You know, it's just... it's just been thrust upon him, you know. But nobody can help that. Nobody can help that at all. So it's all a bit of a very sad, unfortunate, real kind of, not mess, but yeah, everything just seems a bit difficult right now, for sure, from many angles, you know. Brand Harmonia currently embroiled in high-profile legal proceedings from a consortium of women who claim that the brand didn't disclose harmful materials in their products. Harmonia deny all the claims. It seems to be in the spirit that they want to create a brand reset for themselves, though the colourful Cambridge outfit, to be exact. Sources close to potential deals say that it allows them to reframe their mark around Mayer and Jackson and their flawless complexions. I don't know how many will find the right formula in and out of court. Damn. Positive with Dad, Callie has chosen to remain temporarily step back from her official media responsibilities. With the FIA gave Mayer some initial leniency on her attendance, but she has since then been paying fines to avoid media scrutiny. How much she sustained is another question. The sight of Mayer moving swiftly past journalists has become one of the most defining images of the season. Many express understanding and patience. Her silence raises another question. If she's not ready to fully face the media, is she right in the headspace to drive? So now they're picking up that Newey signed for Aston Martin. Of course, Adrian Newey is no ordinary engineer, regarded as one of the finest minds in Formula One. Newey has led Red Bull to an unprecedented dominance while during the ground effect era. Not only that, but his previous spells with Williams and McLaren in the 90s and 2000s already saw him as add a myriad of titles to his mantelpiece. One might question what is left for Newey to win, but it would also seem a new project in Aston Martin, working with his old rival Fernando Alonso, proved irresistible to him. Once he enters his final stretch, the competition is fiercer than ever. No change at the top, Red Bull holding a reasonably comfortable lead in first place. Consport yet to impress as Ryan McLaren continuing hot pursuit. With the bounce back in Texas, a track they have historically done well at. For their rivals, however, this will be a crucial opportunity to gain some ground. Question marks about how ready Antonelli would be to graduate to Mercedes without the customary time as a reserve driver or full-time racing at another team to cut his teeth. George Russell, for example, had 3 years with Williams before he lined up alongside Hamilton for the Works team. Antonelli has no such luxury, as he will instead, no doubt, face an intense testing regime ready for the jump to F1. He's done really well for himself. He has done really well for himself. Australian Jack Doohan joins the grid following a couple of years testing as a reserve for Alpine and third place finish in F2 in 2023. It's the first Alpine Renault Academy driver to be promoted to the senior team since 2009. 2009. Heikki Kovalainen, I'd want to say. Yeah, because it was. Yeah, I think it was Kovalainen, wasn't it? No. Yes? No? I think that's... No, because Kovalainen was at McLaren. 2009. Who is it Renault in 2000? Grosjean? I don't actually know. I mean, I know it's not Piquet, for obvious reasons. Is it Renault in 2009? Oh, God. I don't even remember. I don't remember. Alonso was back there, wasn't he? No. Yeah, I think he was still there. So it must have been... No, because Kovalainen was at McLaren. Why do I not remember that? Why do I not remember that right now? Huh. I don't remember that. Shit. My knowledge isn't absolutely absolute, if that's the right time. They could try all they want, but they should never have tried to stand aside those photos and bury the case. I don't care if they say it's only a few women affected, that's messed up. Found the PR bot. Newey as a shareholder. Huh. Ackerman. I'd love to ask the 2021 Casper Ackerman what he thinks about the possibility of Devin Butler becoming the boss one day. Average 21. Lol. Massive apologies about the communication breakdown. Devin was very insistent that his direction took priority, and I don't like pointing fingers, but he did explicitly say that you had approved. Obviously that wasn't the case, and I'm very sorry about it. Remember, it's Lily's school pay on the 29th. She asked me to remind you every time we speak. She won't shut up about you seeing it. She's put so much effort into this one. You're going to be so proud of her. Oh, I know the team needs your attention right now, but you said you should be able to head home for this. It means there's a lot to a Cass. Oh. Struggling to get through this new upgrade package over the line. It's not a lack of trying. I mean, daily meetings and know we're onto something. But we're being cautious because we don't want the car to go backwards. And currently we have no faith in what we're seeing in the wind tunnel that can be represented on track. Damn. The drivers are reporting it's much better than previous years. This has clearly helped with the ride. That 2009 thing's going to bug me now. It's going to bug the heck out of me.